Hi, my name is Paul McDonald, and this is my Management 601 presentation. I chose to do my project this year on the Venture Capital Investment Competition, or VCIC as it is affectionately known. VCIC is exactly what it sounds like. It is a competition where you are the sharks in the shark tank receiving pitches from various startup companies, real live companies, that are giving you access to their information, and they are pitching to you in front of real live venture capital judges from Sand Hill Road and top firms from around the country in order for them to get the judges' attention and for you to show the judges that you could be a potentially great venture capital analyst. This competition was a ton of fun, and I was honored to represent Cal State East Bay in the competition this past February. We were hand-selected by faculty back in December, and over 2 months prepared and learned everything there was to know about due diligence, about preparing term sheets, about asking the right questions at the right time after you've been pitched to, about making an offer, and about defending your choices to other venture capitalists and venture capital partners. The competition takes place over one day. You're given the slide deck from the competing companies 2 days in advance. You do all your due diligence research. They present to you. You get 10 minutes of question and answer with the judges. And then those judges give you direct feedback on how you did. After that, you build a comprehensive term sheet with your offer from your fake venture capital fund that they set up for you with its funding. And then from there, you defend the choices you make to the judges in the final round. It is about as educational as it can possibly get in terms of venture capital and learning from partners. Unfortunately, Cal State East Bay has not done as well in the regional competitions as we would have liked to, and we have not yet had the opportunity to advance to nationals because we haven't done that well. For my project, I have chosen to set up an internal competition in the 2021-2022 school year to present the best possible VCIC team to represent Cal State East Bay. This has been a harrowing challenge. There's a lot of logistical work involved, but it has been worth it because this is something I am truly passionate about, and this is something I definitely want to see Cal State East Bay succeed at to help boost the reputation of the MBA program and the undergraduate business programs at this university. I have personally competed as an undergraduate in several regional and national business competitions, most notably Students in Free Enterprise. And I can tell you that there is no better networking tool than actually physically getting out there and talking to these judges from these wonderful companies that are volunteering their time. They are there to look for future employees. They are there to spot talent. And the networking opportunities that were available to us at that competition just aren't going to be there anywhere else, especially for a smaller MBA program like ours. We need to go out and be aggressive. Our regional competition this year consisted of Berkeley, UC Davis, USC, and Santa Clara. Stanford was supposed to participate but dropped out. And as a result, UC Berkeley was given a second team. Their team that came in second place in their own internal competition. Berkeley went 1-2. Having an internal competition is the best possible preparation you can have to succeed in these competitions. What I did for my project was set out the goals to get the ball rolling on this competition that is to take place the second week of November of 2022. Obviously, I couldn't complete this whole project by the end of the semester time frame, so we set up several individual goals to meet by the end of May. Those goals were to establish VCIC as an on-campus club, to set up a time frame for when this competition would take place, to set up a marketing plan for this competition to recruit students, to set up a handbook and rule book for how this competition will take place come November, and finally to secure funding for the competition in terms of facilities, marketing, and in general management and amenities for the judges. I'm happy to say we succeeded in some way in every one of these goals. The timeline has been set. Marketing emails should be going out at the end of May. We should be having recruiting emails going out late in the summer and in orientation packets. Early into next year, we will be setting out deadlines for when the competition will be taking place and when initial entries are due by. And the competition is set tentatively for that second week in November. We have a handbook and rule book set out for how this is going to be organized, who is allowed to participate, what the judging criteria are going to be. We have a marketing plan in terms of how we are going to reach out to students both online and in person at the Cal State East Bay campuses. We have been established and recognized as a club at this university, and funding has been secured for next semester. To go through each of these, we've just obviously talked about the timeline. The handbook is set in stone. It's based widely on the VCIC National Competition Rulebook and rubric. The goal is obviously to prepare us for the regional competition, so this is the best guideline we could ask for. We do have some individual rules for our university, such as an initial written submission, an interest offer sheet in order to gauge everyone's interest in this competition. One of the big problems we had with the competition this past year on our handpicked team is we had a couple uncommitted people on the team, and as a result, one of our 6 spots ran through 3 different people before competition time rolled around, and the final person that we had only had about 2.5 weeks to prepare for the competition, and it really didn't turn out as well as we would like. Even though that person worked really hard, they were still a step behind the rest of us. Hopefully she'll come back this next year, and I have every bit of confidence that she can do a phenomenal job, and we certainly want her to do her best. Only one person from the previous year's team can compete in the next year, and her and I are 2 of the principal people that are up for that slot. We have the marketing plan in place. We talked about sending out those email blasts. We're setting up marketing materials for tabling and in orientation packets for both undergraduate and graduate students. We're going to have emails go out throughout the summer and early into the next fall across all programs, the summer program or the weekends program, the regular MBA program, and the Global Innovators program. Funding has been secured tentatively through the College of Business and Economics and club funding for the next school year. Club funding for this school year for the spring semester was not able to be attained due to some communication issues with the Student Senate. Not all the spots on the committee that were needed to approve the funds have been filled at this point in time. So not all of the funding can be taken place. However, it is set and will hit our account in September for us to spend on marketing materials and prep for the competition. A lot more obviously needs to be done regarding this incredible opportunity, but this opportunity is beyond phenomenal. We have, from the National VCIC office, been given a list of companies that are willing to participate in our internal competition to help prep them for future pitches with venture capital companies. We have a list of judges that would like to take part in an internal competition to give us more of a chance to tell us what venture capital finance is all about. We're hoping to have a couple of past judges in as speakers for before the competition as a sort of guidepost on what venture capital financing is and what venture capitalists actually do. Every opportunity is there for a wonderful networking experience that can only benefit us and help raise Cal State East Bay's reputation amongst MBA programs in the West Coast and throughout the United States. The response we've gotten from students so far has been overwhelming. Some surveys were sent out in some programs, particularly the Global Innovators Program, and through select classes. We had over about an 80% positive response rate of people who were at least interested in this competition going forward. And rather than just have one professor handpick a few students based on a short submission essay, this can really make sure that we get the best and most committed students for our team in 2022. By building this competition, we'll know who the best alternates are from coming in second or third place on that team, and we could potentially pull together an all-star team from whoever comes to our competition. I know we can succeed. I know we have talent at this university. I know we have a diverse and committed base of students with a lot of business background at this university. This is a professional MBA program disguised at a commuter campus. There are tons of people that want that next step in their career that know that Cal State East Bay is the local option for them, not necessarily the expensive destination school. We can use that talent to win a regional competition. I know we can. It's imperative that we be organized. It's imperative that we move forward. We are having a slight setback with our faculty advisor. Our faculty advisor from this last semester is unable to completely commit for next semester at this time. If they are going to continue to be at Cal State East Bay, we would absolutely love to have them back. We may be searching for a new one, but the program director is committed to making sure we field a competitive VCIC team in 2022, and we look forward to doing that. This has been one of the best academic experiences I have had in terms of both the VCIC competition and this project. This project taught me to communicate with people that aren't necessarily there, such as in terms of the faculty senate and the student senate, and finding people that might not want to answer emails and might not be committed to their cause, like seated senators in the student government. COVID times have made things tricky. Communication is not always smooth and easy, and you certainly can't just walk into anybody's office hours anymore. Innovation is key. I've learned to persist through this project, but it has been a phenomenal experience to get the ball rolling and work in a wider bureaucracy to get things done. I feel like I have accomplished a ton with this project. It has gotten the ball rolling on something that can be greater than myself. And of course, the long-term goal of this competition is that the internal competition succeeds without me a year beyond 2022. I wouldn't trade my experience with VCIC or this class for anything. I've loved every minute of this, and I'm enthusiastic about what this could mean going forward for both the Cal State East Bay MBA program and, with Perspective Marketing, my career. I am so happy to have been a part of this class, and thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Have a great day.